Hi Melissa, this is your personal reading. Thank you so much for volunteering to receive this reading from me and for also being open to sharing it on my YouTube channel. I hope I could share some helpful messages for you and for anyone else who watches this video. I'm going to send some healing energy to you throughout this whole reading, and I'm also going to pull some cards and channel some messages from Spirit. And I chose a couple of crystals for you for this reading, and I also felt drawn to show you this butterfly that I got a while back, and this actually has some significant meaning to you and this reading, and I'll get to that. So I felt inspired to title this reading Angel because when I meditated and connected to your energy and with myself and my spirit to receive messages for you, I saw a lot of white, and I got this really comforting feeling, and it was very peaceful. Your energy is very peaceful, and it reminded me of angels, the energy of angels, and I also saw angels while I was meditating and connecting with your energy. So I felt inspired to title this reading Angel, and this has a message about you. There's a message that is implying that you are an angel, and you know, angels don't just have to be spirits or in the spirit world. They can also be here on earth, and we call them earth angels, but we all have souls, and even though we are in our physical bodies, we can still be angels or have the qualities of angels. And I wanted to share this with you because when I connected with your soul, it reminds me of angels, and it has an angel-like reflection and essence to it. It's very peaceful and present, and it's very comforting and protective. It's the feeling that nothing can go wrong and there's no worries in the world, and it's complete and total peace, and that's what I was feeling. So that explains the title. And I had 3 cards pulled to give an overall feel of what this reading is going to be like for you and what the major messages and themes are going to be. And some really amazing cards came out for you, and they go along with this angel-like feel. So the first one that came out was this extraordinary card. And I'm always so happy to see this card come out because extraordinary is good. And I had a feeling that a really amazing card would follow it. and it did. The love card came out after it. And this has a message about you. You have extraordinary love for your family and for the people in your life, and you just have a very open heart. And these cards told me that, but connecting with your soul also validated that for me. And the third card that came out was this patience card, which I thought was really beautiful. So you have extraordinary love and patience, and this definitely goes along with your relationships in life. You have extraordinary love and patience with your family and people that are really important to you. And patience also describes the state of being that you are trying to become or be in more often, or you already have this quality. But patience is the state of being when you are accepting the present moment, because when you're impatient, you aren't really accepting the present moment because you are so focused on the future or something that you want to come into your life and experience. But patience is accepting the present moment and being still in that presence. It's complete acceptance, and it's also enjoying where you are at. And this goes along with the love card also. It's about feeling the love in the present moment and seeing all of the blessings and miracles that it offers you, and you being able to see that because you have extraordinary patience and an extraordinary heart, and that's why these cards came out for you. And this is very deep, and there's a beautiful energy surrounding your reading. I could definitely tell you that. And I was drawn to choose a couple of crystals for you, and of course they're white. Before I even connected with your energy, I just felt drawn to choose 2 white crystals. And I did meditate on it to figure out why I was so drawn to the white crystals. And white represents peace and serenity and patience and love and all of those good and positive feelings. It's also very uplifting. So I took out this Apophyllite crystal for you, and I absolutely love Apophyllite crystals. They've got these beautiful pyramids, and they're naturally formed, and not a lot of crystals have natural pyramids in them. And there's a lovely energy to this crystal. I want to make sure that you could see its total beauty. Okay. And I was trying to remember the qualities and properties of apophyllite crystals, and a while back I looked up all of the properties and there was a reason why I got them, but I forgot a lot of them, so I looked it up, and it correlates with the angel meaning. So the first thing that the site says, the site that I went to, is infuse your being with light and aid angelic contact. So this is talking about your light and also validating that your soul is like an angel. It reflects the essence of an angel, and I thought that was amazing because I was drawn to take out the apophyllite crystal, and this crystal is all about angelic contact, and it's a very spiritual crystal, and the pyramids are also representative of spirituality because, well, like, think of Egypt. They made pyramids because they knew that they draw spiritual information like down into the 3D, into our world. It's like a spiritual communication in itself, because when you think about it, information comes down and through the point of the pyramid, and then it comes down. So this is a highly spiritual crystal because it forms natural pyramids. There were some other things that it said that drew my attention. It says apophyllite stones have a high vibration that will raise your spirits and spiritually energize your entire being. The flow of spiritual light they convey to you from the higher realms brings hope for the future and also helps you to release negative thought patterns that may be holding you back. This is interesting because the patience card came out, and I did mention that patience is accepting the present moment rather than focusing on the future, and this says brings hope for the future. So this also goes along with that, because if you have hope for the future, you're not very stuck in the future because you know it's going to be okay, and you find acceptance and presence in the moment. Use these crystals in meditation, as they are powerful aids to assist you to receive guidance from spirit, your guides, and the angels, especially if you place a pyramid on your third eye while meditating. Give me a second to find other information. Apophyllite stones are powerful to aid you to become spiritually uplifted. Their resonance aids you to release negative energy, aiding you to be happier, calmer, and more at peace. And this is the state that you are usually in, or you are trying to have more of in your life, the state of being that you want to have. They simultaneously infuse your auric field with high vibration light energy from the spiritual realms. You may find yourself traveling up bright white passages of light, which is very calming and so relaxing. And this goes along with the white energy that I was seeing around you, and it's the essence of your soul. I see your soul being white, the color of pure white. And I think that's all that stood out to me. I'm just gonna make sure. I'm gonna put the link to this website in the description box below so you can look for yourself and see if anything else jumps out at you. There's a lot of information, so I'm going to leave it at that for the Apophyllite information. This is a Spiralite Gemshell, and it's very sparkly, and I'm hoping that my camera will be able to capture the sparkles. Okay, cool. And there's another crystal that I took out, but I was more drawn to this one. I'll show you the other one as well. But I was drawn to these because they're so sparkly. And when I connect with your spirit or soul, I also see a lot of sparkly white light. There's something about sparkles with you. Very like sparkly and shiny, reflective light. And so that's why I felt drawn to choose two very sparkly crystals. This is a desert Druzy. This crystal also brings a lot of peace and relaxation to whoever has it or uses it. So this goes along with your ability to be in the state of peace and stillness and being in the present moment. You can see all the sparkles. There's a lot more sparkles in person with this crystal, but I think the camera captured enough for you to see how sparkly it is. I'm going to read some of the properties of the Spiralite Gemshell. This stone is also very spiritual, like the Apophyllite, and this goes along with the message that you have this very divine energy around you, very angelic energy, and it's very spiritual. Spiralite gemshells bring one's consciousness into a powerful focus, increasing access to spiritual information from higher levels of reality. These are excellent stones for channelers, healers, and intuitives of all sorts, from medical seers to prophetic visionaries. These stones aid in accessing the Akashic records, in recalling past lives, and in communications with spiritual beings, angels included. And this may also be telling you that you are very intuitive, and looking at your profile picture along with your name that you tagged in underneath the Facebook post, I saw that a couple of kids are in the picture, and I feel that you have this telepathy with your kids, and you may be very intuitive, and I feel that you are very like spiritually connected with your family as well. And so they like they may think something and you telepathically pick up on it, or and you may not say it, like you'll think something and then they may say the same thing that you thought right after. There's definitely something about telepathy with you, and I feel that you are very intuitive, and you can read the energy and the thoughts of people that you're very close with. And there's always that saying that mothers are very intuitive with their children, like they know what's going on and they can read like what their kids need, and like they just have this extra sensory ability to just know what their kids need. And there's a message coming through for you about that. So let me think of what else came through for you. There was a lot that I picked up on. I wrote some things down so I can remember to share everything with you. So there's a lot of things that I wrote down, and it's kind of scattered, but I'll try to make it organized. So I wrote down motherhood, motherly love. There is definitely something about motherly love that I'm feeling with your reading. And I have something else I want to show you. I'll get to that after I read some more things that go along with that. But that is an important aspect to your reading today. I also wrote down sparkly white energy, angelic, peaceful, and still quiet. This is how I described what I picked up on during my meditation connecting with you. This is what I saw and felt from your energy. I also saw white doves and angel wings. I saw angels, and there was a focus on angel wings. And this is why I wanted to show you this butterfly over here, because I feel butterflies are also representative of angels, because they fly, they have wings, and they also are very beautiful. So this, in a way, this is representing who you are, because you are a beautiful person and you have this beautiful soul and spirit. And it's much like an angel. You are much like a guardian angel as well. You're a guardian angel to your children and the people that you love in your life. You are a lot like a guardian angel. I also was picking up on something about religion. So your family growing up might have been religious, or You may take your family to church. There's something about religion, because when I was seeing the angels and the white doves, this is symbolic to religion, because white doves are a prominent symbol in, I believe it's Christianity, or maybe in a different religion. I don't know a whole lot about all of the religions, but I was feeling that something about religion, and angels are also connected to Christianity as well. I also wrote down Earth Angel and Nurturing. This is you. And there was also something about like a wedding. This may not be literal though. I think it is just a perfect symbol and representation of love. That's what weddings are all about, and people also dress up in white during weddings, so this also goes along with the color that I see around you. And this also goes along with church and religion too, so it's like one symbol, or like it's one thing that brings all of the symbols together that I've been seeing for you. I also wrote down white. It represents love, peace, angels, heaven, goodness, understanding, light, protection, sincerity, spirituality, and softness. And the protection part, that goes along with how you are like a guardian angel. You are protective of the people that you love and your family. I also wrote down potential, and that goes along with a card that came out for you, and I'm going to get to these cards. But there's something about you knowing your potential and who you really are as a person, but also as a soul, like the soul and spiritual aspect of who you are as well. I wrote down moms are intuitive, which I got to, telepathy with kids. A very sweet and loving reading. So that's something that I also picked up on, that this was going to be a very sweet and loving reading based on the cards and the energy I was feeling from it before I started this video. And there was something about living a simple life as well. Simple but happy life. And there's something about not needing a whole lot in your life to be happy. And this goes along with patience as well. It's seeing the beauty in the moment, not really focusing on the future, because you are happy now and you see the beauty in your life right now and all of the love that is around you and all of the peace. And it's a simple life, but it's a happy life. You don't need a whole lot to be happy and find happiness. And I also wrote down the simplicity of it is peaceful. Angelic, heavenly, and divine energy is surrounding this reading. And there's a big message about family and relationships. This is important to you. Uplifting energy. Your energy is very uplifting. And there's a lot of uplifting energy surrounding you as well. And I also wrote down anniversary. There could be something about renewing wedding vows, or that could just be going along with the symbolism of marriage and how it's a perfect symbol of love and relationships and all of that beautiful stuff. And there could be a celebration of some kind, you being excited for something coming up. Your soul light, your soul is very bright. That's why I wrote that down. I was also seeing rainbow colors as well along with the white. I wrote down white reflects light. It reflects outwards. Your light shines from within outwards, and white reflects all colors symbolically, so this could be why I was seeing rainbow colors. And this could also go along with the message about you knowing your potential and who you truly are. It's like knowing everything about you. The rainbow, it doesn't reflect all colors, but it does represent all colors anyways. So it's seeing like the beauty of all things, the beauty of all colors in your life, and the beauty of everything that you are, seeing everything that you are in like a personality and physical aspect, but also a spiritual aspect in a spiritual way. You have a very open heart. Your energy is peaceful, and like time doesn't exist. When I was connecting to your energy, it did feel a lot like time like didn't matter, because it was so peaceful and I was in the presence of peace. And so it was like I'm not focusing on time at all. I'm just focusing on being. I'm just being myself, being me in this moment. It's just the moment time stands still. The only thing that matters is the love that I feel right now. And I wrote comforting, protection, and love. Inner child, childhood. I also saw during meditation these cupids and these baby angels and laying on floating clouds in the sky. This goes along with angels, but this also goes along with childhood and you being a guardian angel to your children. But I also feel that you are very connected to your inner child as well, and you have these beautiful, peaceful memories of your childhood. There's something about this. So during meditation, I also thought of this statue that I had in my room when I was a kid for so long, and I loved this statue. Like, I don't know, I just loved it so much. I'd always look at it. And this is, well, it does have a cloud. I thought this girl was an angel, but she's not, but she's kind of like an angel. But this is something from my childhood, and it, in a way, it connects me with my inner childhood because it's connected with like when I was younger. So there's something about this, something important. So I'm to see, I could take this off and show you. This is very old. But it's this little girl, and she just she looks so cute and happy in her dress, and the stand is a cloud. And it's got these sparkles on it too. I don't know if you could see that. But for some reason I saw this during meditation, and after I saw the cupids on the clouds, and there's something very peaceful about it. It's the feeling that everything is going to be okay, and I'm protected, and the world is peaceful, and there's this innocence about it. And like when you're a kid, you don't know like a whole lot about the world, and you have this admiration about everything you want to learn, and you're taken care of, and there's like a lot of love, and that's the place you go to when things are stressful. I feel that you go back to these comforting memories that you have of your childhood, and you connect with your inner child. And it's the feeling of comfort and being loved. And I feel that this is a double message. This is about you feeling this way, but it's also about your children feeling this way too. I feel that you are a great mother, and you have there's a deep love for your children and your family, and it's very beautiful. That's why the card Extraordinary Love came out for this reading. That is a big part of who you are and a big part of your life, the love that you have around you and within you. And that's all I wrote down. So I'm gonna show you the free cards that came out. This one says, honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. And I feel that this is talking about your personality and something that you do. You were honest with people, and you speak truthfully about how you feel and like what you were thinking at the time. You were very honest and open with people because you have an open heart, and that's just who you are. You don't like lying to people. You want to be honest with people, and that's a beautiful quality that you have. Oh my gosh. There's a cupid in this card. For some reason, like, I saw this when I pulled them, but like I'm just now realizing that I saw cupids, and there's a cupid in this card. That's crazy. So if you can see, there's a cupid right here on the rose. That's crazy. So this card is also talking about like inner child and childhood. And there is a fairy tale vibe to this card as well, because you could see this castle and just the fireworks. It kind of makes me think of Disneyland or Disney World. This could be something that you're looking forward to, because I was picking up on like a going somewhere, possibly like going somewhere with your family that's really fun. So maybe you want to go to Disney World or Disneyland someday, with your kids and your family. That could be a message for you that's coming through. But fairy tales are also about childhood and it's about seeing the magic and beauty in life and the good people and the good attributes that people have. The angels and the fairies and the magic and how it's used to help others in their lives and bring miracles, you know? And there's also, this card makes me think of marriage as well. So there's a message about love along with this rose and this Cupid. Cupids do represent love too. So yeah. That's all I'm picking up on with this card. Slow down. This is the state of being that you are in most of the time, or a state of being that you want to be in. Because like I said, when I was connecting with your energy, it was like time stood still and I was just in this beautiful and peaceful place, and time didn't really matter. It was me and now in this moment. And it's slowing down. Time slows down. Time stands still. Like with these people dancing, you know, there's like moments in life where time really does stand still and there's nothing else but you and that person that you're with, that you love, or just experiencing and witnessing something really beautiful. And it's like nothing else matters in that moment except that thing that is in front of you, or that feeling that you have, or that person, you know? It's about you seeing those things and experiencing those things. Slowing down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. So you may be excited about something, like going somewhere or celebrating something, but it's saying just to allow things to unfold. So it could be like a double message for you. And this card could also go along with the simple life, because things are they seem simple in this card. There's a house, there's the woods, you could like take a walk in the woods. That's something simple, but it brings a lot of peace and happiness. Or just dancing with someone, taking them to the ball, and these fish, maybe watching some fish in a pond swimming around. That's simple too, but that can be a beautiful and peaceful moment that makes time like slow down and becoming present with yourself and in the moment. this card says you are limitless. Recognize this truth. You could do anything you choose to do. And that's true. We really are limitless. Sometimes we limit ourselves though because we don't truly believe that we can accomplish or do certain things, but we really can. We really are infinite because we're souls as well. We're not just our physical bodies, you know? We live on after death because we have souls that are infinite, and we never truly go away, or we never truly die. We are infinite beings, and we could choose to recognize that, or we can choose not to. It's up to us. But we really do have a limitless potential, and when we realize that, the doors open to many things that we can pursue with a different outlook and perspective about things and life experiences. There's definitely something about knowing like the spiritual side of things and your spiritual self. And this also has a message about love as well, because love is also limitless. You can limit it if you choose to, but honestly, love is limitless. It's everywhere, and it could always be seen if you choose to see it. You can limit yourself, or you can see it everywhere. And you can give limitless love as well, because you have a very big heart. You can move through life giving unconditional love to the people that are around you and to your family. That is a big part of who you are. You are a very giving person and a very loving person. I'm also focused on these two swans in this card. And swans are a symbol of love as well. And this unicorn also has wings. And wings are very symbolic for you because they represent your soul and who you are. You are like an angel, and angels have wings. Wings are also symbolic of potential and freedom, because when you have wings, you can go anywhere you want to go, be anywhere you want to be, because you can travel so effortlessly. They are a form of freedom and moving in life gracefully and peacefully. You know, flying is a peaceful way to move through life, and this could also be symbolic of living in the moment and having a certain state of being through life, knowing that you are limitless and you have a lot of potential, and there's unconditional love all around you. And this card also has this fairy tale feel to it because it has a unicorn. It's got some spirit unicorns up here, some fairies, some butterflies. Let's see, there's some fairies up here, some spirit unicorns, swans, unicorn. And there's like this sparkly energy as well all around, representing love and magic. And talking about childhood and inner child as well, because fairy tales are connected with childhood and the imagination and the wonder of life, and admiring the simplicity of life as well, admiring certain beauties around you in certain experiences. Okay. I'm going to use this Earth Power Oracle deck next. I'm going to have one card pulled. And I'm asking for a card to come out that has an important message for you. Maybe a card that reflects who you are, or just a card that has a deep message for you. Oh my gosh. I thought this card would actually come out for you, and it did. This is the perfect card for this reading because it has this energy of a simple life, but also has a message about happiness. Happiness, living a simple life, because it has a picture of a house and it says my backyard. Home is where I make it. I can find sanctuary every day. And there's this peaceful feel to this entire reading, and this feeling of home and family and relationships, living a simple life. And this card perfectly describes this, because you do make home wherever you are. Home is where you make it. And it's like, wherever you are, as long as you are with your family and people you love, and as long as there is love, it's home. There's a message about feeling home wherever you are because of the love that you feel and the people that you are with. there's a strong message about this. And this does represent who you are. You make home wherever you are. You see the beauty in things, and you see the love in things. Just seeing these beautiful sunflowers, or seeing the sunrise, or walking this path up to your house, you know? It's the simple things that bring you joy and happiness in your life, and having a family that loves you. It doesn't take much for you to find happiness and be happy. And this is like a beautiful card for you. I'm so happy that this one came out. I really thought that this one would come out for you, because in this deck, it shows a bunch of different places that a lot of people go around the world, really popular destinations, and there's only 2 cards that are different. This one is one of them, and then there's another one that is called My Favorite Place. And so out of all of the cards that could have come out for you, it was this one that came out. And it was the home card, the family card that came out for you. And so I'm going to pull a card from the Secret Language of Animals Oracle. And this is going to be the last card that will be pulled for this reading. Going to leave it off with this one. Okay. Whenever I see this card, I have this feeling of happiness. It looks like this gecko is smiling, honestly. And there's these beautiful butterflies around it. And butterflies are also symbolic in this reading because they represent angels, and you are like a guardian angel. So this card is validating this because of the butterflies. And it also goes along with the message of seeing beauty in the little things, seeing beauty in these butterflies, and finding happiness in it and joy. This is the happiness card because it's so bright. It has these hues of yellow, and this gecko is smiling, and there's these beautiful butterflies. There's just this feeling of happiness, and I would describe this card as the happiness card, even though it doesn't say happiness in it. This is how I describe it. It says synchronicity, optimism, truth, and mobility. The word that stands out to me is optimism. Optimism is seeing the good in things and seeing the light, and it's the feeling of hope and goodness. I'm going to look up the definition of it to see if there's anything that I'm missing. Like, I'm gonna see the exact definition. Okay, yeah. Hopefulness and confidence about the future or the successful outcome of something. So a successful outcome in your life, I feel, is your family. That is something to be proud of, and you are, like, you feel very grateful for your family, and it's a beautiful thing in your life. It's a big part of your life. And hopefulness and confidence about the future. This also goes along with the patience card and the message that keeps coming up, hope for the future. So it's like you have hope for the future, but you are also in the present moment at the same time. It's not like you are waiting for the future and not really being present in the moment. You are, it's both things. Looking forward for the future, but also seeing the beauty in the moment right now, today. And that's all I'm getting from this card for you. So, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I truly enjoyed receiving the messages and sharing all of the messages with you. It was really a beautiful reading. So thank you so much for volunteering, and I hope the messages help you and resonate with you. I would love to hear your feedback on it, and I hope anyone else that is watching this, I hope it also helps you, and I hope you were able to receive some healing and messages from it as well. And thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye.